Hello, nerds, friends, gamers, and future Urban Terror players. This is a video tutorial on how to jump in Urban Terror. I've already done one 11 years ago, and this doesn't make me any younger. Times changed, things have gotten different, better. Video quality is better, and the state of the game is much better, even though it doesn't have many players anymore. But I mean, it's still fun. Yes, there are still people making maps and playing on servers, so I guess it's time for a new tutorial. I created a tutorial map. I published it earlier this year, and it should help you learn the game if you have never played it before or if you're still learning the basics. Urban Terror Jumping, this is not a video which explains to you what Urban Terror Jumping is, how to install Urban Terror, how to install the map locally and play on it. You will have to figure this out on your own, or I might make another video for that. This video is just about how to get through the map, called Bad Tutorial. Anyway, I'm opening my console in Urban Terror, which is, I pressed the keyboard button on the top left right below the escape key. It might depend on your keyboard. We don't all have the same key in this position. And from here, I'm typing dev map, which means I want to open a map locally to play it on my own. I'm typing the start of the map's name and I press tab and it's going to autocomplete. So I'm going to load into Bad Tutorial B3. Quick load. And welcome to my Urban Terror tutorial. As it says, welcome. You might notice my interface in the game is a bit different from the one you have, because I have those numbers in the center and you cannot see my character model and my weapon. It doesn't change anything. We still have the same version of the game, I just customized it a bit. This tutorial will not explain to you how to customize it, but again, I might make another one for this. The numbers you see in the middle are actually, if you want to know what they do, they can be useful. The first one, which says 0 right now, is my speed. It shows at which speed I'm walking. And if you want to compare your speed to mine, you can see as I move on, it changes. It gets green when I accelerate and red when I slow down. It's quite useful. And the 300 is my stamina. When I sprint, it goes down, and when I stand still, it regenerates. You will have the same information. You have access to it. If you press escape, I think it's in options, meter settings, you can have show speed, which shows your stamina. And which shows your speed, and your stamina is in the bottom left, the 100 next to the little character. That's the health, and underneath it you have a small meter. And at the bottom left, you have my location. So right now my location on the map is Welcome to Bad's Urban Terror Jumping tutorial. So let's get going. Press the jump key and hold forward. Yeah, there are text panels everywhere. I'm not going to read them for you. You will have to play the tutorial and discover them. So press the jump key and hold forward. Woo, I have done a jump. This is how you jump in Urban Terror. Fascinating. Now do the same thing, but hold sprint. This will give you speed at the cost of stamina. I mean, those are really basic mechanics. You'll have to discover them on your own. And you can grab ledges. I just grab a ledge. And then you have those things called ladders, in which you just press grab multiple times in a row, and you end up climbing the ladder. And some jumps don't have instructions. You have to figure it out. How do I get to the other side? So this is how. I should show you what happens if I fail a jump. Like if I fall down, I'm just sent back to the start of the jump. So you can try as many times as you want. You can take your time. There is no hurry. I'm recording this video in one take, so I might fail. Don't mind me. And here, we're talking about more complicated and the main technique in Urban Terror, circle jumping. You'll have to read the instructions and figure it out, but basically, if I just hold forward and sprint, I cannot reach this platform. What I have to do is those little curve movements in the air. You see, just by doing those little curve movements, I gain some speed. And if I do good ones, if I do big curves, I don't even have to grab. You see, my speed went to the 500s or something. You will have to learn how to curve. So here's a few little platforms where it tells you to alternate your mouse from left to right. It might be easier for you. For me, I prefer just going in one direction, but I'll do a little swap. And as you can see, my speed is going up. I just press jump, 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 and move my mouse cursor along as I'm holding sprint and forward and it's making me gain a lot of speed. So you'll have to learn, practice. This is the main thing about jumping in Urban Terror is curving, and you'll have to figure it out. And now it tells me I have to do pre-jumps. Pre-jumps mean doing curves before a jump. So I'm doing a few curves and jumping. Easy. Well, I mean, easy for me, but you will not succeed on the first try. But it's easy to learn, very hard to master, but very easy to learn and very interesting. There's lots of techniques, lots of ways to optimize. So it says I can curve down. There's this platform. It says land here. But if I just jump forward, oh, I don't have enough speed. But what if I curved in the air? Oh boy, suddenly I have enough speed. And apparently this jump is called the circle exam. So I'm just going to curve and grab the ladder. Here we go, sliding. So in Urban Terror you can crouch. Crouching on the floor right now, taking a squat. And if you crouch with some speed, you do a power slide. You just slide. There's little dust particles behind me. And sliding lets you go underneath those platforms that were too tall to walk under. I just slid over the beams and reached the other side. It's a technique you will find often in jump maps. Here's a wall. I have to bounce off the wall. It's a wall jump. See, I bounce back. But depending on my angle, I can bounce in different directions. I can hit the wall frontally, I can hit the wall with my back. Many ways to wall jump, you'll discover them. It's very fun, lets you do different things. Anyway, I just bounce once here and reach the top. Here's the wall jump. And this time I have to do more wall jumps to reach the top. You can do up to 3 wall jumps before you touch the floor in Urban Terror. You'll figure it out. There's a timing, there's everything. No way to explain this other than just trying it by yourself. Here's the little corridor that requires me to do 3 small wall jumps to get to the other side. And then it tells me there are angles. And indeed, these 3 walls are angled, so to get past, I just look at the wall and jump. It's a tutorial map, everything is easy. And now this is called the wall jumps exam. So I just do 3 wall jumps, small curve and another wall jump. These slippery platforms are called slick. Slick means if I go forward, I have infinite momentum, I don't stop. So I have to use the direction keys, and I'll go quite slowly, but I mean I could do it fast, but slowly is going to be more like your first experience on the map. And on those slick surfaces, since you have no momentum, you can gain a lot of speed by doing curves, like when you are doing a wall jump. So here, for example, if I just go forward and jump, I cannot reach the other side. But what if I did a little curve? Whoop, way too much speed, suddenly I'm on the other side. A corner and some ice. Okay, let's clear the corner, use the ice and jump. And the walls block your way. This is a very old mechanic. You don't find this in new maps. It's called curve jumps. You just aim to the side and then curve back towards the platform, you see. And I went across this wall, which was blocking the platforms. I used the curve to change my trajectory mid-air. Slanted platforms. Jump to the left. Well, let's see where it goes. And there's a slanted platform. I just bounce on it, and it gives me a ton of speed. So this platform's altered my speed. You'll figure it out by just playing again. Upward slants require you to take speed and land right at the base of the slant. So let's first try not landing at the base of the slant and fail. Like right here, you see, I actually had enough speed, but barely. But if I have very little speed but land at the base of the slant, I'm going to reach the other side easily. Wall jumps into a slant. And there again, at the base of the slant, there's a tiny ladder, but I had enough speed to clear the ladder. Do you remember how to slide? I do. Okay. Let's jump and slide. And this is a reminder that you should often do pre-jumps. Most jumps in Urban Terror require you to do pre-jumps before the jump. This one gives you a wide platform where you can do a lot of them, but I feel more comfortable doing just one here. Otherwise I have a bit too much speed. Go. 3 wall jumps maybe. And this one is called Control Your Speed, no grabbing. So let me control my speed. I'll go a bit slowly at the start. Now I can accelerate using the ice I don't need to accelerate much, it's a very easy map again. And oh my god, double grab. Okay, this, you will hate this. The first time you have to do a double grab, you're going to hate it. You're going to say, oh, this game is horrible, and who coded this mechanic? Why is it in the game? It's a way to climb ladders where you have to do a wall bounce to the other side and a wall bounce again to the other side. Okay, trust me on this one. It's very hard the first time, but once you can do it reliably, it becomes so easy that you just forget about it. It becomes a mechanic, like it's just automatic. You don't think about it at all. So there's a lot of explanations on how to do a double grab, but basically the only way to do it is to feel it, to try it until you get it right. And this is a good place to try. So I just hoist myself up and do a wall jump. And there's a timing. If you get the timing right, you never fail. As you saw it, I did it first try. It's easy for me, and it becomes easy after a while. So these little things told me I should do some ass jumps. Let's bounce with my back. This is something you don't have to do often, okay? Just ass jumping, it's part of the tutorial because you might need to know how to do it, but it's something you don't do often. However, you can bounce with your ass anywhere. You can bounce on this wall with your ass, or on this wall with your with your ass. You can bounce literally anywhere with any part of your player model, and it sends you flying at different angles. So as you see, I'm doing some of these bounces with my side, some with my front. Just again, so many possibilities in Urban Terra jumping. You will learn them. And here I will jump 3 times on the same wall, because why not? You can do so many things. Can you reach this jump's lead finish? Don't worry if you can, it's optional. So there's this little extra finish at the end of this final jump. Can I reach it? I don't know, let's try. Hey, I think I've got it. So this was the final jump of the tutorial, which leads you to Bad's Elite Hangout. This is a cool place to go, but let's be honest, if this is your first time jumping, it's going to be a bit harder. So let me show you how the jump would go if you're going slower. You would just do a pre-jump, 3 wall jumps, and then you would just keep jumping normally. But if you want to try the lead again, do it right now, because if you step here, it says the end, and guess where it sends you to the end. Congratulations. Wow. Anyway, this is it. Bad's jumping tutorial. Hopefully following this video makes the tutorial a slight bit easier. I hope so. And see you in public jump servers, really. That's the next step. Play on public servers, interact with people, they will help you. The community is small, but there are a few beginner servers with nice maps. And have fun. This is the most important thing. Remember to have fun, enjoy the game. I've been playing it for so long and it still has many secrets left to uncover, so much progress left to do. It's a fun game. Play it, enjoy.